today. The Mercedes is still sitting here. That's got to be fixed. The Aventime is just waiting to be driven. The Volvo is dead. Can't even start the damn thing. These two, they're fine, fine. Look at those lovely beauty rings. They're fine. I'll leave them alone just at the moment. Well, here's a great vehicle. We're going to build a road through here. That looks really good now you've cleared that. Yeah. Yeah, stake that lot out, yeah.
Then I'm going to start digging trenches.
Yeah, you're going to, dig that trench out. Yeah. I was just saying how lovely this is going to be. And I was making the point, I don't know if you heard me, but that now I see it, that road wants to really swing around here, away from here, and come in, and we'll plant trees here to get this more of a. And that would be good actually, because it would be better to have some trees here and then this wall.
And where that fence will go up to that second post, you have like your natural corner made there as well.
Yeah, yeah, we'll have a bit curving. It'll be really good. It's going to look really, really nice. I think we're going to have to go out and buy, maybe like something like 50 trees or something, and actually plant them here and a few places. Brilliant. I mean, eventually we may end up with obviously the road will end here eventually. And this bit will only be a temporary bit, this bit here, to the left. What we're planning to do here is to build a sort of forest road from the main road, so we can drive and come into this area, because at some point in the near future this will be developed to the point that we won't be able to drive around here at all. So all my cars that I've got here, which eventually will be parked in a big garage I'm hoping to build, I can get in and out down this road. So we've cleared some of the trees away to make a forest road, which we will be making in the next few weeks. Right, well, we've charged the Volvo up. Give it another try at starting it. But where I was having problems with it starting and stalling and starting and stopping, now it doesn't want to start at all. Well, it hasn't done. So we'll see. No, that's not going to start. So we really have got a dead Volvo at the moment. That's not too good. Maybe it is the fuel pump. Right, well, this is all looking very clear now. Be quite good when the road comes through here and all the leaves come out on the trees. We're having a bit of a fire now to burn all the rubbish we've been pulling up. So all this fence is going to come out, and the road's going to come down here. So we had another area down here where we actually used to burn wood and stuff that we didn't want. But it was farther to take all this odds and ends that we want to get rid of now from where we're building the road. This tape here is marking where we're going to put a trench in, because we've agreed with the electricity company that all the overhead cables, we can't see them here, but there's overhead cables or running over my land here, so we're going to put some trenches in, and they're going to lay all the cable underground. That'll get rid of that problem, because obviously we've got a problem here where some cables are getting near some trees, and also there's a house we want to build over here, and there's a cable that runs over where the house will be. And this is the other, I got some wood burning here as well. This is the other space. So we've got a fire here, we've got a fire going on over there. Of course it's so wet, it's difficult getting it all going. So this was one fire. There's where the trench is coming along. So here you can see there's cable running through, and there's cable here, which is hitting these trees here. So all that lot will go underground. So I'm looking forward to driving my old cars down this new road that we're going to have here. And it's going to be a lovely road. It's going to be a road that's going through the woods. It'll be absolutely lovely. Really nice. The caravan is hopefully going in a couple of days. That'll be a job. I'll have to film that, because how they're going to get it out of here. We had a hell of a problem bringing it in, because it's a static home really. It's not, I mean, it's not a caravan. It's not a trailer as such, meant to be towed. So you've got a lot of weight on two little wheels there. And of course this, getting it out of this soft earth is going to be a real problem. Anyway, we'll see. Right, well, we're in the Renault Aventime, and I'm just going to pick my wife up. She's taken our van in, had some tyres fitted, but what a day. I mean, it's just a miserable day, isn't it? And what a change everything makes in a few weeks. This is the start of a new year. The weather's awful. Muddy, filthy, horrible. I've got a Volvo XC90 that won't start. I've got a Mercedes 4MATIC, which the 4MATIC's now broken, and I recently had a problem with a Daimler. So, and the weather's terrible, you know. So it's not really a good start to the year. I don't know why I'm laughing, but things have got to look. I was watching some videos of people who have cars in a similar way to that I do. Actually, more of them. But I was watching Hoovie Garage in America, and some of his videos he took, I think, last summer, and it was a lovely weather, and I was just cheering myself up. But what got me was that he'd bought a car that turned out to be a dog. It was rusty and everything, and it was no good. So he, in one of his most recent videos, they dug a big hole in a field and they buried it. And that's kind of what I feel like doing sometimes with some of my cars. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And of course the other problem I've got is that Bennett's is closing down. So, oops. Let that ambulance go. Yeah, so Bennett's is closing down, and you know, Ben's really up against it now. He can't seem to get much done on my cars, so I've got to kind of find somebody else to take on this task, as it were. And it's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Finding somebody who wants to take on all these old cars. We'll see. Right, well, we're back. So this is okay, but I don't touch wood anymore. This is not okay. My wife's car, that's okay. Well, it is okay now because in the ice and snow a few weeks ago, it got shunted, only slightly. And the Volvo won't start. Yeah, I like this car. But I'd like it a hell of a lot better if it went. We'll try it again. I keep going out here in hope, but what's the point? Even if it starts, it's going to stop again. Look at that. Not even a suggestion of starting. You know, Basil Forty was right when he got his stick and branch and started beating the car to death. Oh well. This is a nice bit of kit, isn't it? The digger here, which we hired and we used for clearing some of the wood, and we're going to use it again as well for laying the road soon, and foundations for the road, and for some trenches, because all these cables here up above are going to be put underground. Well, the Dodge is okay, and my Jag is okay, I hope. This is a lovely car, this Jag. It's just a shame at the moment because it's sitting here getting dust on it. We get a lot of dust you get around here in the country here. The odd drip of water coming in from this sort of temporary roof that was temporary about 6 years ago. I mean, I will be building a new large garage, I hope, over there to put my cars in, because where I'm standing now, hoping that I will be building a house here. So all this will come down. But this car is lovely here at the moment, but it's just I'm loath to drive it too much. I drove it the other day a little bit, and look at the mud on it. I've got to clean it all. And the Dodge went out in the rain and got for its MOT, but it was fine. So the new year is starting off a bit frustratingly. Is that a word, frustratingly? I'm not sure. But I'm frustrated because it's muddy, the cars are dirty, I can't really get them out to clean. Everything is muddy here where we're digging up half the woods and everything. I've got two cars that can't seem to get them fixed. But these two are okay. This is sort of a Citroen garage in here, this separate little, another temporary parking place, as it were, I made for cars. And the two Citroens here just fit in here well. This used to be my old cattery. These were actually cat pens here. So I've utilised the space until we finally dismantle and knock all this down. The thing is, when you don't really just knock things down anymore, you have to recycle everything. So you have to actually dismantle everything. You know, the plastic is sorted, all the plasterboard has to be separated out. Obviously, plastic has to be sorted out in the roof. Glass, everything. So this will come down eventually and a house will be built here. In the meantime, the two little Citroens have got a home, and they seem to be working well. I put those beauty rings on a few weeks ago, and I couldn't make up my mind. They're sort of growing on me now. I think that was the plan, really, to put the beauty rings on and just let me get used to them. I don't know what anyone else thinks about them, but I was pleased with these door catches that I got, the stainless steel ones. They work really well. And then I put this rubber sealing. Now, this rubber sealing has worked kind of well. So So I put it on here. I wanted to put it all the way, obviously, but the trouble was that the opener, I couldn't put it here because it was the window wouldn't shut, basically, because the gap was at this end, and it was very tight this end. That's because the door isn't straight. But I still get the odd whistling, and I got a feeling it's because it comes to an end here. It's funny, you drive along and everything's quiet, and suddenly it just starts whistling for a reason that you just don't know. But I'm pleased with the catches. They're really nice. Stainless steel, they look better. And the little me hasn't been used much this last 6 months or so, and the battery was flat, and I charged it up, got it going, took it for a little drive, but the roads are just too muddy at the moment to take it out. So I think as soon as the warm weather comes and it dries out a bit, I'll give it a good clean and start driving it around. But I just don't want to get it all muddy underneath for no reason. And then I've got my little Vespa, which is getting muddy without even going anywhere. That's not good. This is lovely. Let's see if we can get it going. It's got very stiff compression. Right. Well, I love this little bike, it's great. Oh, that's the horn. Right, well, that's lovely. It's a lovely looking bike. They do lots of different colour combinations when they restore these, and but some of them I like, some of them I love. This one I love. So I think the big job now this year is to get these two cars, the Volvo and this one, sorted out. And we're going to have to go up and have a word with Ben and see what he's got to say, really, whether or not he's going to be able to tackle them. If not, I'm going to have to find somebody else to have a look at that, especially this Mercedes.